and probably some of you are a little sick of seeing my face. I don't care, so I'm making another video. I was told this weekend by someone who shall remain nameless, Defense Scientology, sorry, I got some in my throat, that the actions of Anonymous weren't having any effect, and the whole thing was just this gigantic waste of time, and Scientology didn't even really care about Anonymous. Well, I suggest that this little piece of information get to the Church of Scientology of Washington State, because they massacred some trees on April 12th and handed out some press releases telling the media exactly what Anonymous is. Trust me, massacring trees here in the Evergreen State is definitely a big deal. So they care. And I want to read to you some of my favorite parts of this press release, and I'll be posting a link to it for you on the side. Here's some of my favorite parts of it. Anonymous is perpetrating religious hate crimes against churches of Scientology and individual Scientologists for no other reason than religious bigotry. Anonymous claims of altruistic purposes are no different than those heard from any terrorist or hate group. We are not the first to be targeted. Using Scientology's prominence, Anonymous hopes to garner more attention. Anonymous has publicly proclaimed its guiding materials to be the Communist Manifesto and Mein Kampf. Quite obviously, this group is not just anti-Scientology. It is anti-freedom of religion, anti-American, and anti-free speech. Now, that's the truth, straight from the operating Thetan's mouth. They obviously give enough of a damn to try to get the media to believe that we've got a potential fascist insurgency rising up in the good old US of A. They are trying to get Earl and Mabel sitting at home in their living room to get all worked up, thinking that the people in the streets are against everything that America stands for. The Church of Scientology is saying this. This isn't some guy on a website saying it while claiming not to be a Scientologist and while saying that his website is satire. This is the official party line of the Church of Scientology for you in black and white, and it's not satire, ladies and gentlemen. They're saying Anonymous is synonymous with the goose-stepping Nazis and the godless commies. They are pushing the patriotic buttons of the average American in an attempt to distract people from the criticism against them. Guess what? This shows that Anonymous is having an impact. This shows that Anonymous is probably raising the blood pressure of David Miscavige. The more of an impact you have, the more they start lying, and the more they start bringing out the heavy weapons of mass distraction. You see, I learned something recently, and it's probably something that a lot of other critics learned very early, but I just learned it recently. One of the favorite tactics of Scientologists and their defenders who claim not to be Scientologists but argue just like them is distraction. They dance around like Fred Astaire. I'm sorry, Fred Astaire, I know you didn't dance like that. But they dance around like Fred Astaire, and only it's not as delightful. They don't want to talk about fair game. They don't want to talk to you about any of the ugly stuff that LRH said. They don't want to talk about disconnection, so they will distract you with everything else in the kitchen sink. They want to talk about how whether there was a real Jesus or not. They want to talk about how other existing mystery religions are just like Scientology. They want to talk about how other religions did nasty stuff to ensure their survival. They want to talk about how what Anonymous is doing is classic religious persecution in its early stages. Trying to scare people. I've heard it with my own ears, and I see it in black and white coming straight from the church. And honestly, I want the public to see it and hear it and soak it up. And I hate to steal a Bill O'Reillyism here, but the folks are going to buy it, and they are going to think you're crazy. Seriously. Don't make me post some links to that David Miscavige Nightline interview. But the bottom line is, keep fighting the good fight. I think right now, even as I speak, we are being emboldened. More people who have been inside are starting to speak out. And they don't know who's going to blow next. They don't know. They don't know who feels safe blowing. And excuse my Latin, I think it scares them shitless. So keep fighting the good fight. Don't be discouraged. Don't believe their lies. Don't believe them when they dismiss you. You're winning. We're winning. And this criminal corporation is going to punch itself out. Until next time, peace, victory, and as always, drive safe. Crazy Delaney out.